favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Next, we have, Art Weaver. I don't see Art, so we will go on to, next we have Ms. Vanilla Weaver.
I've never been in one of the meetings before, but I got a little problem with my road and I want to see if I could get some help. I live, 1/10 of a mile from the highway, Topton Highway, to the end of my driveway. And I got holes in there that when it rains, they fill up with water. I got a very low car and it's running my car. My brother, I got a handicapped brother, he goes to church when the weather's permitted for him, and he rides his wheelchair to the church. And when he gets in them holes, he's afraid he's gonna turn over, and when it rains and it gets water in, he can't go. And I've asked for, help on the road, like I said, I live on a private road, but I live back in there, and I got a niece that lives back in there where I live, so I don't know what you would call a private road. And I just wanna see if I can get some help, and I've got a letter from my doctor here that, I need to present to y'all too.
Okay. Ma'am, by state law, commissioner is not allowed to work on a road that's not a public road. Those roads are defined by a court order of 1995. That map's on the wall down at the engineer's office. And in order for the county to accept another road, it has to meet certain specifications in a resolution that was adopted by this commission several months ago. The road has to be built up to a certain specifications that's set out by the state. The engineer will approve it, and then the commission has the option to add it on to the public road list or not add it on. So that's the process. Your commissioner would be the focal point on whether or not to add it on, but
What do you call a public road?
it's a road that the county has right of way, either by prescription or by need, that's been maintained by the county for a period of time. And but the best definition is that by a court decision, they lined out what was public road on a map some 12, 14 years ago. And that's the basis that we operate off of. If it's on that map, then the county can maintain it from ditch line to ditch line.
But now the Shomo Weaver Road, it's on the map. It's not a public, not a private drive. We've got bushes that's hanging over in the road that way you can't hardly get through with it. That needs cutting. When you get up to the highway from the Shomo Road to the Thompson Road, you almost in the highway before you can look up and down to see if anything's coming. There are all kind of bushes there. So is there any way I can get in and help that?
Again, if it's on the county right of way, then the commissioner has a responsibility to cut that. And, you just have to get with your commissioner. I got a similar situation out at my house. I'm gonna cut some timber up there off the right of way, so I can see how to get out my side. My commissioner will cut mine.
So there's nothing they can do for my road.
They spend our money on other stuff.
The commissioner, in the way that the system is designed, the commissioner is responsible for all the road maintenance in his district. paved roads to road and bridge, the county engineer is responsible for that. If you'll give us a specific location, which I know where you're talking about, we'll have the commissioner and the county engineer to look at it.
He knows where I live.
And I wish I could tell you that I could point my finger at him and tell him to go do it, but I can't. I don't have that authority. Yeah, and all we can do is to bring it to his attention, and when he gets the time and the resources, maybe he'll do it.
Let me say something, Judge. I'm aware of Miss Weaver's problem. I wasn't aware of the, overhang on the debris of growing bushes. I can take that out without a problem. But I knew she had a situation where I was getting off the right of way. Going up her driveway is a private driveway. I knew that we couldn't do that. Her road is right off of what we call the Sherman Weaver Circle. And it's on the map, it's a public road, it does a horseshoe loop in there. But the road is only about 10 feet wide, and that's the way it's been maintained, or 12 feet wide. It doesn't have a large capacity to ditch cut or anything of that sort. I don't believe it would need that, because I think it'd start washing if you did. The way it's designed now, it's holding up pretty good. But the little loop is public, going to her house is private. I wish I could do something about it, other than maybe talking with the engineer and finding out the specifics on how to deed it over to the county. But I think that the judge explained, you know, the road's gotta be upgraded and top-notch shape before we take it over. So that means everything's gonna have to be filled up. They need the curbing in it, and everything else, then be brought back to us. That's in order to make it public. But I'll be glad to come down there and look at that,
Okay.
debris.
This week I've got one that's just like yours, right here in City Limits Chatham, and, I've been dealing with it. I mean, people live back in there, and it's a private road. We cannot go in there and maintain the road.
How many houses does it take to walk on the private road?
Ma'am,
How many houses have to be in there before it's a private road?
Ain't no
Put on my house, it don't matter.
no, there's probably 12 or 15 homes on that road in there. But, and we can't go in there because it's private. And that lawsuit, what Joey's talking about, back in '95, forbids us to go in there. If we go in there, then we're subject to be fined. And, or go to jail, wherever. I mean, I hate it. I can't do anything out here on our road, out here. I say our road, just one here in Chatham, but by the law, I cannot legally do it.
Commissioner Weaver, you take a look at that?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the debris, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Paula Sullivan. I don't see Paula. Moving right along, comment from elected official Sheriff Stringer.
I really don't have anything other than I just want to give you a little update on the fuel man.
I was hoping you would.
Yeah.
We had a discussion on that last week.
I'm really impressed with it so far. Let me tell you what, I don't know what rack price is, and I don't know what we pay for gas when we buy it rack price. But, I'll just tell you what we've been buying for at the pump. $2.11, just $2.11, there's a $2.12, there's a $1.98, and I know where that $1.98 was at. Chief had to go to Mobile the other day, and he stopped and gassed up down there. The pump price still affects your price.